Good evening. We're back with more Marvel Champions, and this evening will be Spider-Ham versus Ronan on expert difficulty. Ronan, in my opinion, and I would say widely considered the most difficult hero in the game. So what better challenge for the best hero in the game? So we're going to get rid of Universal Weapon right away. We'll flip over to Hero Mode, take 2 damage, generate a tune counter, and take an encounter card in order to shuffle Universal Weapon into the deck. Starting hand is pretty good with Clarity of Purpose. We could use Clarity of Purpose and then Power on All of Us to get rid of Avengers Mansion. I'm thinking about whether I want a Petulant Pig. Gonna thwart with the benefit of the Power Stone in order to remove the side quest. Since I can thwart for 3 with the Power Stone, I'm going to get out Web of Life and Destiny. And Swinging Web Pig to get out Clarity of Purpose. I'll use Clarity of Purpose. Well, I'm going to Petulant Pig. Means giving up the Power Stone. So it's 5 damage. Gives up the Power Stone. Draws 3 cards. And I'm going to Clarity of Purpose and Power on All of Us for Avengers Mansion. Draw a card with Avengers Mansion. And then I'll use three resources probably to get Nick Fury out. No, I decide I'm going to hang on to the 2 tune counters and just get out Hobie Brown and deal 1 damage to Ronan to take out the toughness. Now I'm reconsidering. Wondering if I should use tune counters to play Nick Fury. No, I decide I'm just going to go with my original play and use the Milano to thwart, and then we'll draw 5. Ready up. So 2 threat, and then Ronan's going to attack. I'll have to go against Hobie Brown, and that attack will defeat Hobie Brown, so we discard 3, count the boost icons, and that's going to be 5 damage on Ronan. Not bad. Then we got 2 encounter cards coming, plus the 1 from the Universal Weapon. So that's going to discard an upgrade, but we're going to use the Milano and a resource to cancel that using Increase Ship. Then there's going to be a thwart for 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and the additional boost card isn't that bad, so 4 thwart. And then we've got Avengers Mansion to draw a card. And we had Cannonade as the 3rd encounter card. So we're going to get out White Tiger and draw 2 cards. And I've got other options. Rapid Response is fine, but it's not really good with White Tiger. So Rapid Response isn't really... Yeah, that can't work because it's only 1 per player. Rapid Response is best with Peter Parker, but I haven't found him yet. So I'm going to use Hogwash to get rid of Cannonade. And then we'll use White Tiger and Spider-Ham to thwart off of the main quest. Discard the rapid responses and draw 4. There's Huge Wooden Hammer, there's Scarlet Spider, so that's better cards. So 2 thwart, 1 attack from Ronan on White Tiger. 1 additional boost card. And that's going to be overkill. That's probably going to end this scenario. It's 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that kills Spider-Ham. So we got to reset. This will be attempt number 2. Probably I shouldn't have used Petulant Pig early in that fight. I think I would have been fine if I hadn't done that. I just left myself with no cushion available. So then an overkill attack killed me. Here we'll get started. Immediately remove the side quest with the Power Stone assisted thwart. And we're going to get rid of the Universal Weapon, same as last time. Then we'll get out Clarity of Purpose. and use Clarity of Purpose plus Swinging Web Pig to get out Peter Parker. So as I Swinging Web Pig to get out Peter Parker, and we'll use Peter Parker to thwart. That will ready Spider-Ham. We'll use Spider-Ham to get rid of the toughness on Ronan. Use the Milano to get out a cartoon physics. I could have used the tune counter on Spider-Ham to get out the other cartoon physics, and then I could have drawn a card. I'm not sure why I didn't do that, except probably it just didn't occur to me. So Ronan's going to attack. We're going to face tank and use a cartoon physics. And then we got 2 encounter cards coming. Pincher Maneuver plus 2 more. Kree Private, that's going to quick strike for 1, but it does generate a resource. And another Pincher Maneuver. Okay, so there's nothing I could have canceled with the Milano. That works on treacheries with Kree Command Ship. But that's okay. We'll use Spider-Ham and the Milano to get rid of one of the Pincher Maneuvers. And then we'll use Peter Parker and Spider-Ham, who thwarts for 3 thanks to Power Stone, to get rid of the other. We'll use Clarity of Purpose to generate 2 resources. So anytime you see me exhaust Clarity of Purpose and subtract 1 life from Spider-Ham, what's happening there is Clarity of Purpose generates 1 wild resource. Then I generate a 2nd wild resource from a tune counter on Spider-Ham. So I should be placing a tune counter on Spider-Ham and then removing it, but I use the shorthand, which is just Clarity of Purpose, remove 1 HP, and then generate 2 resources because it's faster than actually marking the resource on and off each time. Unless I actually want to hang on to that tune counter. Usually I just exhaust Clarity of Purpose, deal 1 damage, and generate 2 resources. So I use the Daily Beagle to also get out Captain America, and as I often do, I forget to shuffle a Spider-Ham card from my discard into my deck. Unfortunately. Going to use a Swinging Web Pig to deal 6 damage and get a Confuse, and use a tune counter to get Clarity of Purpose out. Managed to hang on to the Power Stone for a while here. So the Ronan attack, that will go on Peter Parker probably, though I don't have a rapid response or a make the call yet to get him back. So that's why I'm actually thinking about what I want to do. But ultimately I decide, alright, I'll put it on Peter Parker anyway. And then the Kree Private, 1 attack, 1 resource. Then we got 2 encounter cards coming. There's Universal Weapon again and Assault, which I'll cancel with the Milano, and 1 resource using the Kree Command Ship text. So we're going to take 2 damage and an encounter card, generate a tune counter, and shuffle the Universal Weapon back into the deck once again. Clarity of Purpose for 1. And we'll get out Maria Hill, draw a card. We'll use Petulant Pig and have Ronan attack, probably Maria Hill. Draw 3 cards. And we'll get out Huge Wooden Hammer. Can't play Stinger. I don't think it's in future iterations of this deck. And we'll get out Miles Morales. Use Spider-Ham with Huge Wooden Hammer for 5 damage with the Power Stone. And we'll deal 4 there with Miles Morales. He gets +2 until the end of the phase. And we'll deal 2 threat, or we'll remove 2 threat with Captain America. And I'm thinking about whether I want to flip to Alter Ego here. But I decide ultimately I'm going to continue in hero form. So 2 threat, 1 attack from Ronan. Captain America can tank that. And then we got Kree Combat Armor, which is going to reduce the amount of damage Ronan takes from each attack by 1 until I spend 3 resources. Ronan attacks the player who controls the Power Stone, which we will cancel. and then the villain attacks you, and that's gonna... It could go on Spider-Ham with the cartoon physics, but I decided I'm gonna save it for what's that one card that gives overkill and piercing? I'm forgetting the name off the top of my head. Anyway, we'll get out. I'm thinking about whether I want to Across the Spider-Verse here. So I could clear. I was thinking Clarity of Purpose and Genius for Scarlet Spider, but now I decide I'm gonna Across the Spider-Verse, exhaust Web of Life and Destiny, bring out Peter Parker, and then spend 3 resources for another Web Warrior, which will probably be Hobie Brown. I think he's the only one in there. I don't think Ghost Spider is. She might be. But Hobie Brown it is. And we're going to use Hobie Brown. And I'm trying to decide whether I want to use him to thwart or not. I can't use him to attack because of the Kree combat armor. It won't do anything. I don't have the 3 resources necessary to get rid of that. So I'm going to heal with Peter Porker's action. Now I realize, oh, I need to do some things first before I do that. So going to attack for 1. Should be only 1. There I realized that it should have been 1 per attack, so I mark it back up. And then I'm going to heal, generate a resource, and draw 4. So Ronan's going to scheme for... No, he doesn't. He's confused. And then we have 2 encounter cards to deal with. Hull Breach. I'm thinking about whether I actually want to spend 2 resources or exhaust the Milano. Because I could use that instead on a future card like an attack. But I'm an alter ego, so I don't have to worry about attacks. But it does surge into a Fanaticism, which is a ferocious card. And then Superior Tactics gives Ronan the Power Stone. For the hero turn, we're going to heal, generate a resource. We're going to flip and spend 3 resources to get rid of the defensive card from Ronan. We can push him into phase 3 here. We're going to use Clarity of Purpose for organic webbing. Probably get out Ghost Spider as well. Now I decide that I'm going to use Clarity of Purpose and a Ham It Up for organic webbing and leave the Toon counter on Spider-Ham so that I can ready him later with organic webbing. Or alternately spend the Toon counter to get out Ghost Spider. So in the end it didn't really matter which way I did it. I'm going to deal some damage. But Ronan doesn't drop to phase 3 quite yet. So 2 threat, 1 attack from Ronan. It's going to have overkill, so there's no point in putting it on an ally. Yeah, it goes on the hero because there's no point with the overkill. Unless I wanted Peter Parker to die. But we got cartoon physics, so that's fine. And 2 encounter cards. Single-Minded Fury, that's a blank surge because there's the Power Stone's on Ronan. And Caught Off Guard, I may actually cancel that with the Milano. I don't want to lose any of my upgrades, they're all good. Oh, I decide Web of Life and Destiny can go. Now I reconsider and I'm going to cancel it with Kree Command Ship. Or I could cancel it with I don't think so. No, I decide I'm not going to. And then the second encounter card is Under Fire, so 2 more encounter cards. That's going to surge. These surge chains can give Ronan some just huge turns. Master Plan, that's going to bring a side quest in. Or I can I don't think so, which is what I'm going to do. paying for it with a Tune token and Swinging Web Pig. And then Power Siphon, which is discard one random card from the first player's hand. So I have no cards left in my hand except to make the call after that turn. Now I'm thinking about what I want to do. So remove the toughness. Thwart for 2. Draw a card with Web of Life and Destiny. That should have readied Spider Ham. I don't know if I remember that or not. There, I remembered it. So with Thwart for 2, which would... Now I think, no, I don't want his action to go to waste. First I'll put Ronan into phase 3. Superior Tactics should get +1 threat. I don't know if I remember that or not. You use Ghost Spider to get rid of the... Yeah, that should have still had 1 threat left on it. I don't think that's going to really impact anything, though. But Hobie Brown's action will get rid of... will deal 4 damage, which is nice. Draw a card with Web of Life and Destiny. And I can now make the call for Peter Parker. And start getting some work done. Thwart for 2, ready Spider Ham up. Clarity of Purpose to generate a Tune counter. And attack with Huge Wooden Hammer for 4. Take 1 retaliate damage, which will generate a Tune counter. Spider Ham loves retaliate, which makes him really good at dealing with high difficulty bosses, because often phase 3 now in the harder bosses has retaliate on it. That's one of the things that makes it hard. So we're going to flip over to Alter Ego here. I'm not sure why I decided to do that, except that I was worried a little bit about a Fanaticism attack. So Ronan thwarts for 4. I realized that I should have taken control of the Power Stone, though, when I attacked with Spider Ham for 4. So he wouldn't have completed the scheme even if the side quest was still on the table. That would give him the Power Stone permanently. But anyway, the encounter cards: Exhaustion, Surges, Universal Weapon. I'm sad that I forgot that extra threat on the side quest, but I'm also sad that I forgot to... what did I forget that benefited me earlier? Now I can't remember. Maybe I didn't forget anything. Anyway, a small thing that ultimately isn't going to change the outcome of this one. Because we've got our strong setup now with our Huge Wooden Hammer, our Organic Webbing, our Clarity of Purpose, and Peter Parker. Those are the core cards important to the build. So we get use Peter Parker. He's retired. We're going to deal 4 damage to Ronan with the Huge Wooden Hammer. Should be a Retaliate and a Resource. I'm thinking about whether I can just end it right here. If I attack with Ghost Spider, I can go find a Swinging Web Pig. That's 2 from Ghost Spider, 2 from White Tiger, and 6 from Swinging Web Pig. But we just make the call for Peter Parker. Two damage, then the Retaliate kills White Tiger. 2 damage, Ghost Spider's off the table. We go look for a hero-specific event. That'll be a Swinging Web Pig. and then we can just play the swinging web pig for 6 and end the scenario. So this is why I said that it didn't really matter that I forgot the 1 extra threat on the side quest, because we had overkill damage here of 2 from Peter Parker, then 2 more from Spider-Ham after that. With or without the Power Stone, it didn't really matter. Ronan was going down this round, and even if he didn't go down this round, we had Cartoon Physics that I could have played instead of Swinging Web Pig, so that would have endured the attack from Fanaticism, and could have ended it next turn with relative ease, barring some miraculous situation for the boss. But yeah, with the extra 4 damage plus the Cartoon Physics in hand, for getting 1 threat on the side quest, no big deal. Spider-Ham is the first hero that I found that can legitimately beat Ronan on expert difficulty with a win rate approaching 50% at least. I think Spider-Ham is probably actually capable of a higher than 50% win rate against expert Ronan. And I can't say that for any other hero in the game. There's a few heroes that have like rushdown builds for Ronan that can kind of burn him out before he can do too much. Captain Marvel is one of those. I think there might be one other. But Spider-Ham can do it the old-fashioned way, where you keep the board clear and get set up and then go for the victory. So, yeah, he's the best hero in the game. For me, that is pretty definitive, at least in solo play. So, thank you for watching.